Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. So west of Fargo, I stopped in. I normally stop at the TA or the Petro over there in Fargo, North Dakota. Top off tanks. It's cheap fuel through OTR Factor Company. So, and it's a nice little truck stop. But I ended up getting the equipment washed, and then I thought, well, they had the rest area closed that I normally stay at west of Fargo. So I had to pull on this on ramp. Didn't really sleep well, but anyways, so I got some stories for from when we were kids. So one of my brothers, Sam Tommy, he lost his wife last night or early this morning. So rest in peace, Jessica. So when he had texted me, we all went to. A lot of the crew that I hang out with, they're all, we're all high school buddies, and some of us even junior high, played, all sorts of sports, not only just for the school, but in our off time. Like, we were always on the football field or the baseball field or whatever, basketball court. Like, we were some active ass kids. And Sam was one of the crew. I met him in high school. We played football together. And so rest in peace, Jessica. But when he had texted me this morning when I was getting ready, he had told me she passed. So I started thinking back to all the shit that we did as kids. I mean, it's there's an unamount of memories or I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways. So I said, I'm going to do a story time from when we were kids. We had so Tommy and I. Actually, I'll do the very first. I think I had met his wife Jessica. They got a couple kids together. I think we have a couple kids together, but I think I had met her before we did dinner. So Tommy's like, hey man, can you guys want to go out for dinner for a fish fry on Friday? If you're not from Wisconsin, I mean, I don't know if fish fries are a thing all around the country. I don't think so. But in Wisconsin, a lot of places have fish fries, which are actually really good. For the most part, I've had some shit ones too. Right, baby girl? The one in downtown Kenosha, the one that Rachel loves so much. Hi, baby girl, I love you. So we go to this popular joint, but they're packed. And then I'm getting comfortable here. It's gonna be a minute. And then we end up going to this like bar pub on State Street in Milwaukee. Popular place and packed. It's the first time my wife is meeting Tommy and his wife Jessica. And so we're talking, blah blah blah. And they had asked how we had met or whatever, and then Sarah was like, my wife was like, how did you guys meet, blah blah blah. So you can see Tommy's like just kind of looks off into, not really looks off in a distance, but he's trying to not make eye contact with my wife. And Jessica, his wife, was a little tipsy, a little bit more than tipsy, but she's one of them chicks that like, she's like ghetto, but she could be classy, whatever the case is. So, so Tommy's looking away, and Jessica says, well, Tommy used to be my door kicker. And my wife's like, looking at her kind of weird. And Tommy's just like, oh, fuck. And she's like, Tommy used to be my door kicker. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then it hit, because I didn't know how they met either. Then it hit me, I'm like, oh, fuck. Because I know there used to be tweakers back. I don't know if tweakers, so do they call people that use the, hey, Ron, I don't think they call those tweakers. They're like downers, aren't they? But anyways, they used to fuck around with drugs, but they got out of that thing and had a house and everything else. So, but my wife is still looking at her. Sarah's like, I don't understand. She goes, Tommy was my door kicker. And then Sarah's still looking at her like, what? She goes, I was a hoe. Just like that. She's a white chick. I was a hoe. Tommy's a white dude. I was a hoe. And my wife is like, oh, all right. And my wife she doesn't give a fuck what, I mean, she loves on you. She's a lover. And so she's like, oh, that's interesting. And Tommy's just like, fuck, Jess. Like, what the fuck? So now we always call him his door kicker. And I texted my wife. I said, door kicker texted me this morning, told me that Jessica passed away last night. So R.I.P. to Jessica. But I was sitting here with music, and if you don't know this group, they're an 80s group, I believe. But it's an old song, and it's rest in peace, Jess.
Sometimes when this place gets kind of empty, the sound of their breath fades with the lights.
Anyways, listen to that song. Really, it kind of reminds you of, and that's what's interesting. That's why when I'm driving my truck down the road, I call them windshield reflections. Because as you're driving down the road, man, you're just thinking about life and contemplating this, and things that you have done, things you should have done, things you haven't done. But what are you looking for is what you really have to ask yourself. What are you ultimately looking for at the end of the day? Is it love, happiness, wealth, faith, danger? I got this saying that one day I'll get a tattoo. I got some tattoos. I'm gonna get it. It says, it's gonna say, danger respects me, death neglects me, my attitude protects me, and my family and friends accept me. But anyways, it's when we were kids, Tommy and I, he invited me to go up to his grandparents' place in Toma, Wisconsin, which it's a rural place. Excuse me. And this song kind of choked me up a little bit. So we went up to his grandparents' place. They had like 500 acres up in Toma. Big area out in the middle of nowhere. And so Tommy and I were 16 years old. His dad was there for the weekend as well. So if you don't know what a Cordoba, I think Chrysler made it. It's called the Cordoba. It's like a two-door sedan, kind of bigger, kind of like a two-door Cadillac, but in a Chrysler version. Look it up. It's called Cordoba. Cordoba, something like that. So, and it's important to the truth. So Tommy, it's a big area, and they go off-roading and shit like that out there. And back then, we didn't have quads that I was aware of. They only had like those three-wheelers, and this was kind of like a racing one. It had like a bigger lift, bigger tires. So Tommy, I had never ridden on, nor controlled or drove or rode a three-wheeler in my life at that point. And so Tommy's like, "Hey, get on, man." So he is obviously, well, not obviously, but he's in control. I'm sitting bitch. So I got my fucking, there's no handles to hold on to, so I'm literally holding on to this dude's fucking like belt loops, like I'm his bitch. And he he's coming down this hill, and he's fucking screaming on this thing, man. I mean, he is fucking out of control on this thing. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting pretty fucking terrified. So he hits this bump, and we both kind of jump off the seat. But because I don't really have foot pegs to, like, you know, brace myself, my legs literally go up, both of my legs go up and under the undercarriage of this fucking death trap. How they ever fucking okayed three-wheelers, I have no fucking idea. Those things are fucking dangerous. So, anyways, and he's still going. And I could feel the knobby parts of the fucking, that finger that I slammed, and that fucker's all infected, man. I've been squeezing the shit out of it and fucking putting alcohol. It's actually getting better. Anyways, man, that fucking thing. So, my legs go underneath the undercarriage of the death trap, and the knobby tires are literally beating the shit out of both of my fucking legs, out of my calves. And I'm like screaming, Tommy, stop the fucking bike. So he pulls over, he goes, oh my God, man. I didn't get cut or anything. And it wasn't like it was fucking like 5 minutes, but it was probably, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds probably. Man, that shit was, that was painful, I'm not gonna lie. So we go back to the fucking barn. And thank God that we had not perished. And we grabbed the mini bikes. So he's on one, I'm on the other. And his dad's really, really nice fucking Chrysler Cordoba is sitting right there. And we're both, Tommy and I, are facing the Cordoba. His dad's standing right by like the driver's side door. And we're just sitting there talking. And Tommy's like, all right, Dad, we're going to take off. He goes, all right, you guys have a good time, whatever. So we go to take a left because we're probably like 10 feet from him, from his, maybe 12 feet-ish from his dad. So we're going to do a hard left and then go back that way. So I start throttling the mini bike, and this motherfucker just takes off like a fucking jet. Like, I don't know who the fuck is maintaining these death traps up in Toma, but you need to fucking definitely check that fucking equipment out. And the throttle's stuck. So I'm like, so it like takes off like a fucking missile, and I'm like, it's a regular, it's not one of the thumb throttles. So this motherfucker takes off, and I'm like, what the? And the bike just goes, whoop, and it's lower to the ground, and my feet are on the ground, and this motherfucker just takes off, man. and I don't want it to fucking take or fucking hit the Cordoba. So I'm literally holding this motherfucker by the handlebars, and the fucking back wheel is it's going towards the fucking car. Tommy's dad, he's like, what the fuck do I do? Tommy's like, what the? And I'm like, what the fuck? So anyways, this fucking bike literally goes up the side of Tommy's daddy's fucking fender and starts dancing on the hood while I'm holding this big motherfucker. And finally I just let it go, and that fucker said, boom, right over. That fucker was gone. Boom, that motherfucker took off quick. Anyways, yeah, that was, and then we went to, we were there, I think we were just there for the weekend. And, we went to Wisconsin. So my mom and my stepfather, Bob, had gone to Vegas. He was a contractor, my stepdad, and so I had 3 smaller siblings, my 2 brothers and my sister. And there was this dude Romar that was friends of the family. Him and his wife moved up to Wisconsin from Texas. and I want to say Dallas. Anyways, they were staying with us for a while, and my stepdad's boss had paid for a trip for the whole whatever company or cruise or whatever to go to Vegas. So they were going regardless. It didn't give a fuck if like the apocalypse just fucking hit. These two adults were so fucking excited to go to Vegas. It was crazy. So right before they leave, like a day or two before they leave, all three of my siblings come down with chicken pox. And I had never had chicken pox as a kid. So because the two adults are so fucking excited, they're going to fucking, fucking Satan's fucking kitchen, Vegas. They're like, hey, Romar, I forget what his wife's name was. Would you guys mind keeping an eye on the kids? They're like, yeah, sure. Now at this time I'm 16, so I'm old enough, and I was like a built-in fucking babysitter for my siblings. My childhood really wasn't the best. I did have fun times, but not when I was around my stepdad. He's a fucking animal. So, anyways, but I also have him to thank because I would have never made it through the military in an airborne unit and so on and so on. So I do have him to thank for that. But I would never thank him to his fucking face. So I know, derail. Boom! Boom! And so they take off to Vegas, and every night the kids, after a bath, I'd have to put this. Maybe my wife knew what it is. My wife's a nurse. She knows what it is. Like calamine? No, is it? Whatever it was like a pinkish, and you had to dab it on with cotton balls, little cotton balls. And so that was, hey, Bill, fucking slave, fucking take care of these kids. Whatever. Probably why I love kids to this day. So, and not like, creepy, like what you got going on back there, fucking loving kids. I just love kids. So, a couple days goes by. The following weekend is when I'm going to Toma with Tommy. So, we're going to Wisconsin Dells that weekend, Tommy and I. And sure fucking shit, I get fucking chicken pox while I'm on this fucking, this journey of death, and with, fucking unsafe machinery. Now I got fucking chicken pox. Well, we go to Wisconsin Dells. I'm not tripping. I'm fucking 16. I'm like, fuck that, right? So they had this ride at Wisconsin Dells, and it was like a huge fucking pool, and people, you paid to get on these like little speedboats to go around this fucking water track. So we're having a great time. We get on it. My big ass, I'm fat. I was always a lineman. And Tommy's, he's a bigger dude. He was our linebacker. I don't think he was more fit. The girlies loved fucking door kicker. So, anyways, it's the guy's waving the flag like this is our last lap. So my big ass is at the fucking last of the pack, and what they want to do is they're trying to get the boats in quick. Then they hold it. Person gets off, another person gets on, and phew. So it was not my fucking weekend to be operating in fucking anything. I shouldn't have fucking operated an electric toothbrush, a tooth. Why do black folks say that? Tooth or whiff? I don't know. I'm not that guy. I mean, I got one black friend. I could fucking make fun of blacks if I want. no, I got friends of all races. I love all my friends and family. I got some of the best crew and family in the whole. Well, not my personal family, my wife's family, but my brothers, Stephen K, Michael Hare. Oh, Michael Hare just stopped out at the shop the other day. How you doing, brother? I really enjoyed our conversation. Pastor Rick, Jason Gill. I mean, all you guys. Fucking. There's a lot of people that I love. So, my big ass. So while they're doing this, they're kind of still keeping the people that were out going around so that they can bring boats in like one at a time. So my big fucking fat ass, I'm the last boat, and as I'm coming in to dock this motherfucker, so there was a boat like taking off, boom, right as I was coming into the dock. Now the dock was just basically a dock on like a hard platform on one side where people were in line, and then they I don't think there was a little bridge, but there was like they just had a hop from one dock to the other because it was only a narrow little like path. So the boat, you had a small area where you had to get into the boat and get out of the boat. Well, my big ass, as I'm coming in, fucking landing, this other boat fucking guns it, and the fucking water kicks up, so there's like a wall of water, and so as the boat comes, I'm fucking coming in, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I see this, it's, I don't know, 4 foot fucking wall. I mean, maybe it wasn't that big, maybe I was fucking panicked, but as soon as the nose of my boat hit that motherfucker, the boat started sinking. Swear to fucking God, you can't even fucking make this up. The boat started, like the nose of the boat just started going, and the guy's like, get out of the boat, get out of the boat. So my big ass, I'm like, fuck it. I just like roll out of the boat. They helped me get up on the dock, and the fucking boat was just bobbing. I was like, oh my God. So, oh man, Tommy, that was wild, man. That was fucking wild. Yeah, that was wild. And I remember we had gone to so we all were raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we had taken a trip for us guys. We were like 16 probably, and Tommy had his dad's Cordova before. This was, I don't think it was post fucking demolition derby, might have been before the fucking mini bike and the Cordova fucking freak off. So fucking gotta save thump my tires still and fucking prayer and do my prayers and get the fuck out of here. But so we had 4 guys in my car, 4 guys in the Cordova. I just love saying Cordova. I had a 78 Cutlass Supreme T-tops. It was a nice car. But my stepdad's like, oh, you can't drive it though. So, but my mom convinced him. She's like, let Kurt take the car and the guys. And so we got 4 guys per car. We're going to fucking, at the time, Six Flags was called Great America. So we're fucking flying. Now we're 16 years old. We think we're fucking kings of the road, and we got everything figured out. So we're literally racing on fucking I-94, and we're in and out of fucking traffic, driving like some fucking idiots. And Tommy, so I get kind of held up behind this truck, and Tommy gets over, he gets in front of me, and every time I go to pass him, this fucker swerves over. Every fucking time, I'm like, and they're like, man, Kurt, pass. I'm like, I'm fucking trying. What am I gonna do? Fucking rear end Tommy? So I start thinking, I'm like, oh shit. You know the left-hand E lane, the big ass lane on the left that you're not supposed to drive in, only for emergency situations? Well, this was an emergency because I had to pass fucking Tommy. So I literally fucking I start drifting right, he goes right, and I fucking go in the left E lane, and I fucking pass his ass up. I'm spitting rocks, fucking dust all over the fucking Cordova. And the guys in the car is like, holy shit. Yeah, that was stupid. But just the stupid little shit we used to do as kids, man. I mean, it was pretty fucking crazy. So my mom had started saying to my stepdad, like, because I was the babysitter and the fucking house cleaner and, you know, the fucking whoop toy, whatever the case is. So she's like, well, you know, you could probably get home earlier to watch kids and blah, blah. And so she's like, you should let her, you know, take the car to school. I went to Milwaukee Tech High School. So my stepdad, being the person he is, he's like, dude, and I understand it. I don't think, you know, my parents ever really gave a fuck about insurance. I mean, I don't, like, my car was, they never even brought up, like, well, actually, they did bring it up. They said, don't have anybody in the car with you, just you in the car. I can't remember, I think this was our post Great America Driving Stupid. So I'm like, yeah, I won't do that. No, not me. I won't have any friends in the car. So I was absolutely fucking terrified of my stepfather. He was a fucking animal, big ass fucking hands. I mean, he fucking hit you with one of them big motherfuckers, man. Fucking, you see the past and the future. That shit hit so hard. But you know, what was Kurt about? No. You take your fucking lickings and fucking move on, and you don't pass those lickings on to anybody else as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like kids or when. I don't understand that. If you're out there and you're fucking beating on your woman or child because you were fucking beat as a kid, you need to fucking take something and fucking do this to yourself and end yourself, because you are the biggest fucking piece of shit on the planet. If you were essayed, you can't say it on this platform, but you know, RAP, you know, you get it, right? Like assaulted. If you were assaulted as a kid or as an adult, and then you go and you do it to somebody else, you need to kill yourself. Seriously. That is the biggest fucking crock of shit ever. That you're gonna blame your past for your fucking current actions. I hate that shit, man. You are the biggest fucking piece of shit on the planet. Anyways, boom, right off the track. So I think this was pre-Great America trip. So I'm all big and bad, got my T-tops off, got the fucking, you know, radio crackling, think I'm bumping, and go to school. Well, everybody knows, hey man, Kurt's got his car. So, hey man, can you give me a ride home? Oh, hell yeah, my stepdad's at work. He ain't ever gonna fucking find out. Hell yeah. So, what does Kurt do? After school, we put the T-tops in the trunk. Put Pito in the car. My guy Felix, Puerto Rican dude. Pito. My guy Dennis, Delta. Tommy, and his girlfriend Donna at the time. So we all get into the car. Fucking moving. Fucking everybody's looking at the T-tops. 78 Cutlass. Hell yeah, this is mine. Hell yeah. My dad can't say I got anybody in, or I can have anybody in it, but this is mine. Even though he, you know, never gives me the keys, this is mine. So we're driving, and so Tech was right down on a street called National in Milwaukee. Get out on the National. My stepdad had it was like a pea green, like, you know, pea soup, that ugly ass green. He had a pea green Chevy pickup truck, and he had the side toolboxes on it, ladder rack, all his ladder, because he was like a siding, window, and roofing contractor. That was also another job. I had a fucking slave for him. But anyways, I see his truck. Holy fuck, man. Did my fucking heartbeat go up? I still think I have fucking heart problems because of that day. I'm like, oh my God, he fucking saw me. This motherfucker knew, or he was hoping that he could catch me. So now I race up National. Pito lives between, his parents had their place was on 28th between National and it's a street called Pierce. So we drop off Dennis and Pito. Just right up the street around the corner is Donna's place. So we drop her. Now I got to run Tommy all the way out to his house. He lives on the northwest side, like off of Lisbon or something. Anyways, we're like on 35th. So Donna lived on like 32nd or 31st in National, between Pierce and National. So we get to 35th in National, and we're heading west. And I look in my rearview mirror. This motherfucking pea green piece of fucking garbage ass truck is coming. I mean, this motherfucker came like, I thought he was gonna rear end me. I was like, oh my. So he puts his truck, my stepdad puts his fucking truck in park, and I'm at a red light. I just gun it. Right through the motherfucking red light. So there's another one that was on like 40 something in National. And his ass, he's chasing me. I'm driving because I'm fucking getting chased. So I screamed through the fucking the 40 something in National fucking red light, and I'm just like, I gotta pull over sometime. I gotta go home. I'm gonna be fucking homeless after this. So I pull over, and my stepdad, all my buddies were terrified of that motherfucker, man. And he was a bully. So as soon as I put the car in park, he like this motherfucker Starsky and Hutch, right? And fucking Tommy, he don't want nothing to do with it, so he jumps out of the fucking car. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get my ass beat right here on the fucking street. So as soon as Tommy gets out of the car, he's like, hey Bob, and my stepdad's like, Tommy, don't fucking lie to me, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Who is in the car? He's like, Dennis, Pito, Donna, that motherfucker. And so all I had to do was fucking just drive the car home and park it. But yeah, that was another Tommy fucking incident. But man, there's so many of them, man. There's so many of them. I remember as a kid, so at 17, I had enough of my stepdad. I moved out of my mom and my stepdad's house, and I knew I was going to the military side of things, and so he had beat up my mom again, and my mom would only take me and my brother Mikey, because my brother Bobby and my sister Rochelle she had with my stepdad. So, you know, like, hey, I'm leaving for a while. So we go to my cousin Paul and Shelly's place. We stay there. And I had a 69, I think it was, Oldsmobile Delmont. 88, I think it was. And I remember pulling up. So we were at my cousin's house for a few days. And she would always go back to him. I remember pulling up to the house and I saw his fucking work truck. Now this was post fucking pea green post truck. Now he's got a yellow, it's all yellow with a white panel that goes down the side of both. Like they actually, I saw a couple Chevys now that they're doing like the retro, like the old style Chevy with the, you know, like the different colors. It's like two-tone. Anyways, I saw that motherfucker's truck, and every time I would see his truck, man, my fucking heart, my throat, everything would just sink to my fucking. Dude, I was like instantly just terrified, and it was like, what the fuck, man? So I remember I just kept driving, and I said, I'm done with this motherfucker. So, anyways, I come back, his truck's gone. I walk in, you know, my cousin Shelly's place, and my mom's there. She goes, oh, you know, Bob was here, and, you know, we're going back. I said, I ain't going back. You can go back. And she's like, so I moved out, and then my two brothers, Chris and Craig Weaver, and their two girlfriends at the time, Lori and Trina, and we all moved in together. We got a thing, it's called a Polish flat on the south side of Milwaukee. And there was only 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, and a living room. So my bed, I had a big ass water bed. When water beds were cool. I had it right in the living room. Fucking lay there as you walk into my fucking kingdom. And then they had each bedroom with their girls, obviously for privacy. They didn't give a fuck, Kurt had privacy. So anyways, I remember we all moved in together, and I mean, there are so many fucking stories, there are truths from us as kids. And when Tommy texted me, I was like, damn, I just started thinking about my wife did not know this. She's gonna kill me for saying this. So this was, I don't know, a month ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. Something about, like, you know how you got the little emojis, like the clown emojis? Forgot exactly what it was, but she, something happened with a clown emoji, I think it was. And I was like, oh, fuck, I said that remind, oh, no. She was having a super, super bad day at work. And she was just fucking, I mean, my wife works hard as fuck. And she was having a really, really hard day. Because she rides a Harley, she brought it over to the hospital, and then it was calling for like thunderstorms and possible tornadoes, and so she didn't want to ride her bike home in the rain. Nobody wants to ride in the rain, so she decided to take, like, you know, basically just, I got to run my bike home real quick. I'm going to grab my car and I'm going to come right back. 10 minutes. Well, in the duration of her leaving the hospital, she fucking gets pissed on with this fucking rain. So she's having it was a bad call on her part. Whatever. We all fucking make mistakes. I've made them, and I'm going to continue to make them. So I was trying to cheer her up, and she's like, this is fucking a disaster. Like, there was this, you know, whatever. And I was like, well, she said it's the dumbest thing of whatever, and she was feeling really down. So I wanted to cheer her up, and I was like, you know what? I said, you know, that's not that bad. You know, like I said, I'll tell you a truth that you don't know about me. And she asked, after I told her, she said, you better not tell that to anybody. So I don't know why the fuck I did this. I panicked. So I'm 17 years old, and I'm working 2 jobs and trying to finish high school, and that's difficult. So and I hadn't paid a speeding ticket or a parking ticket or something, and they I think it was probably a ticket for, like, I think it was pool hopping, actually. We would go, when we moved in together, we were fucking just a bunch of misfits. We'd go fucking pool hopping. One time we were out at this park called McCarthy Park in West Dallas, and in the Dallas is what they call it. Like, and so it was Chris, Craig, this black dude Bob, and myself. We all decided to go pool hopping, and they had a big ass slide that went down that motherfucker. So we're in this bitch, we're diving in the water, we're fucking, you know, just woohoo, hooting and hollering, and all of a sudden we look over the fence and the fucking boys got us surrounded. So Bob and Craig, they're smart, they take the fuck off. So I'm like, shit, there ain't no way I'm gonna fucking outrun these fucking unfit cops. Motherfuckers are fit. Cops are fucking, dude, they will fucking degrade you, man. So as Chris and I are hiding, and so right where the U shape of the slide goes into the water, there's a little pocket. If you go under the water and then pop back up, you could actually see the concrete, like the platform of the out, you know, where people sit when they go to the pool. And we're in the water, and there's a big U where you slide down and go in the water, we're right there. So I'm on one side, Chris is on the other side. And we're whispering. These cops are all over the place, man. They're like, I know there's two motherfuckers in here, man. Where could they have gone? So they're literally looking everywhere, man. I mean, and they're like, where the fuck did they go? And you can see these motherfuckers, and you can see the flashlights, because we can't see behind us, and we can't see because we're in the water. But every time we see fucking feet just walking right by the fucking, I'm like, oh fuck, Chris, like, don't move, man, don't move. I'm like, I ain't moving. Sure enough, fucking flashlight. One cop's like, and he looks, he goes, get the fuck out of there. That motherfucker was pissed. Man, I thought he was gonna fucking put hands on us. So they made my fat ass, Chris was thin, they made my fat ass fucking go over the fence. I mean, it was it was humiliating. So they put us in the fucking paddy wagon, and they fucking just cranked the fucking air up, man. And we're just in our swimming trunks. No shirts, no nothing. They didn't give us nothing. And they got this motherfucker cranked up on it. We're fucking freezing. And it reminds me of fucking cold weather training when we were in the fucking military. We were freezing. They take us to the fucking police station. And these fucking cops think they're fucking detectives, right? You're like, we know there was other people with you, blah, blah, blah. You know, you're going to tell us who it is. And I'm like, no. And Chris and I are both sitting in the same room. And I'm like, no, there was nobody with us. Or we saw other guys. I know you. And this dude's like pressing me, right? Fucking chest thumper, like, yeah, I busted this fucking kid. He's a fucking felon. No, man, he was just fucking, he was shitting on us. And I get it, whatever, we're punks. We were respectful. But, you know, I get it, whatever, fuck with the kids. So finally, this dude he's like interrogating us over a fucking pool hopping, fucking trespassing fucking ticket. And he's like, well, you know, you guys are just going to stay here overnight then. And he's like, so I'm thinking, well, you know what? What fucking harm is it? What are they going to do? They're not here with us. Duh. Fucking, they're going to look the fucking dude up, Kurt. Fucking idiot. Rory. So I'm like, fuck, man. So I was like, all right, man. Well, there's this another dude we hung out with named Ken Eckert. And he wasn't really part of our crew, but he played ball with us, and he was on Tech's football team with me and Craig and Tommy and stuff like that. So we were kind of, we weren't close, but we were friends. So I'm like, all right, man. Yeah, Kenny Eckert was there. Like, this motherfucker cracked the biggest fucking case of his fucking career. I fucking knew it. And I can tell in your eyes. So, and I'll get back to the clown thing. I'm like, you know. And Chris just looks at me like, oh, fuck. Like, so they were like, okay, we're going to issue citations, blah, blah, we'll let you go. So I'm thinking, we're in it. We're clear, right? Nope. Kenny lived in West Dallas. Oh, no. Yeah, no. His dad lived in West Dallas. His mom lived in Milwaukee. They were divorced. And I got this funny fucking truth for that one. So, they call Kenny's dad. This is like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Mr. Eckert, blah, blah, blah. Son Kenny, yeah, actually he's here with me this weekend. Oh, would you mind bringing him into the station? Abso-fucking-lutely. Us fucking adults are gonna bring down this fucking criminal organization. This fucking crew, right? So, Chris and I are just sitting there. Kenny's dad brings him in. And we see that motherfucker walking through the hallway with his dad. I'm like, oh, fuck. So now, I thought I was in it to win it, but I was like, man. So fucking cop comes in. He's like, yeah, we brought your boy Kenny in. You know, fucking, we're gonna get the goods on you. I told him, I said, dude, I lied. Kenny wasn't there, man. And look on the cop's face was like, oh, fuck. So then I got another, it was like, what the fuck's it called when you lie to a cop? Just obstruction or something like that. Anyways, he gave me another ticket. So I didn't pay those tickets. So my license got suspended. And I remember I had a canary yellow, 2-door Cadillac Coupe de Ville. This motherfucker was gorgeous. My uncle was a car dealer. I bought a $500 Regal from him, cleaned it up, then I sold it for $1,500. And I had money saved up, so I bought this Cadillac, beautiful fucking Cadillac, for like $1,750. Beautiful fucking car. So I was fucking big pimping at 17 fucking years old, man. Big pimp and spend the cheese. And I love that car, man. But anyways, so, but I had my license suspended, so I had to fucking take the bus. I remember I worked third shift at a place called Jackson Center. And I was a desk guard, and I would do my homework, try to sleep at night, whatever. But I had to take a bus, and it was on like 6th and Walnut. It was in the fucking hood. And I'm like, fuck, man. And then after I was done, I'd go to school or attempt to go to school. And then I'd go to my fucking weekend gig. It was like a canine security group or something. Official, like uniform, shit like that. No sidearm. Although, there was one company that did give us a sidearm when we were fucking gate guards at the Menards. That was weird. And I'm sure it wasn't operable. I mean, all you did was clip the fucking holster onto your fucking belt. I mean, and actually I think I was 18 at that time. I had already signed up for the military. But anyways, so I got to take the bus everywhere. And I'm exhausted. So I decided that I'm going to quit the canine job. But I don't want to take the bus all the way up to their fucking office to return my shit, right? I was fucking stupid. So instead of just fucking, saying, hey, listen, I got your uniform, but I don't want to take the bus up there, I quit, blah, 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 no, what does fucking Kurt Sabella do? Kurt Sabella calls in. He's like, hey, I don't have the uniforms. I quit. And, well, why don't you have your uniforms? Well, I was fucking kidnapped by these guys in a van, and they had clown masks. Swear to fucking, well, I don't want to say that. I swear to God. I swear on anything and everything that's holy. Those are the words that came out of my stupid ass fucking mouth. That fucking escalated quick. Cops were over at the house. I mean, what? Dude, why don't you just tell them you fucking quit and come pick up your shit? Why the fuck would Kurt Sabella say he lit and you can verify it. You can call me. I'll have my brother Chris, because Chris and Craig and Lori and Trina is Chris's wife is Trinity, and I've actually called her Trina a few times, and they've been married for fucking years. I don't know why, and I almost said it now, but all 5 of us were living together, and Lori had a fucking car. So Kurt, why don't you just give Lori a couple bucks for some fucking petrol, have her ass take you up to the fucking canine security place, turn in your shit. Just go ahead and say I quit. Now, I'm not Kurt. He's got a better fucking plan. So, I literally tell these motherfuckers that I got kidnapped by some dudes with clown masks on. I swear to God. My wife was like, are you serious? I'm like, she goes, you're not fucking with me? I'm like, no. She goes, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And I told her, see, I should actually do a fucking truth time on. She goes, I wouldn't tell anybody that. So, anyways, I got them all fucking day, man. I mean, but I should have been out of here an hour ago. But yeah, those are. I was gonna say the one thing about Kenny Ecker. We're friends now. He retired. He came to our wedding, and he's a good guy. So Craig and I. So I lived down the street from Craig. Like, our whole crew lived in, within a circumference of walking distance. Or if you want to fucking tell your stepdad you're not having anybody in the car. It could be driving distance. So I would walk over to Craig's house. Saturday mornings when we were freshmen were our games. And they were early, so we had to take the bus down to Tech and get in the locker room, fucking, dress up, blah, blah, blah. And then we jump on the bus, go to the game. So we would be at, I would be at Craig's house at we'll say 7 or 8 maybe. And that's early for a kid, right? And then we would walk across the street, down a few houses was where Kenny Eckert's mom lived. And his stepbrother Ray, shave. His not his stepbrother, his brother Ray, his older brother Ray. And so we go and knock on the door. Well, Kenny's mom, she was pretty fucking rough. She got it in. I'm sure she got dicked down probably fucking many a times. Fucking booze hag. No, that's his mother. Actually, she's still alive. But no, she wasn't a booze hag. But she probably got dicked down a lot. So she was still sleeping in her bedroom. So we go to the door, and we always knew that we had to, knock gently and carry a big stick, right? Instead of walk gently, knock gently. So anyways, excuse me. So he's like, so we walk, we're right in the front entrance, because they had an entryway, and then they had another door to go into the house. So he had just had the door open. He didn't invite us in, but he just went and then he needed bus money to catch the bus, to go to Tech, go to our game. And goes in his mom's bedroom. He's like, Mom. I'm sure she was probably fucking hungover and fucking beat up for fucking getting dicked down. He's like, Mom, can I get some bus money? So she, fucking Kenny, fucking blah, blah, blah. So she gives him the money. We don't see the transaction, but we can hear it. So as soon as the transaction takes place, he's like, thanks, Mom, I love you. Yeah, you only fucking love me when I give you something. Kenny and his brother Ray would fucking literally fucking be rolling around in the living room fighting. And their mom, to break it up, would grab them by the balls. Right by the fucking balls. By the huevos. You can't even make that shit up. When we would go over there, go to get Kenny or whatever the case is, a couple of my buddies like Delta, I'm not really sure who else. I never spent the night by his house. We weren't that close. But I know my guy Delta and some of the other guys were closer to Kenny, and they slept over by his house. And his mom, when she would fucking start drinking, or just even in regular conversation, I wasn't there. I'm just hearing it from these guys. These guys wouldn't lie, especially about this. They said that she'd be like, yeah, she'd be fucking around joking. She goes, yeah, fucking eat my box. Like, holy fuck, man. Who says that to fucking children, man? And they weren't, they were younger when Dennis was telling me this. Eat my fucking box. Who says that? What the fuck? Anyways, I gotta stop. I can go on I can go on for another hour, man. So, anyways, I hope you like the truths. Don't call anybody and tell them you got fucking snatched by fucking dudes with clown masks on. Anyways, rest in peace, Jess. And gotta finish just a little bit more. To get a copyright. Anyways, hope you like the truths. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Ciao.